Okay, in this video, we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of living in Gig Harbor, Washington. Now, if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything there is about eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good, the bad of living in Seattle, Washington, subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so that you will be the first to know about the current market in Seattle, Washington. My name is Sheila Duncan. We get calls and emails every day from people just like you wanting help with making the move to Seattle, Washington, and we absolutely love it. Whether you are moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email so that we can help you make the smooth move to Seattle, Washington. Now, in this video, our first con we're going to talk about regarding Gig Harbor is, the first con is Gig Harbor is like a smaller town. It has a small town feel, but it's not so small where you would get bored and you won't know like what else is there to do, because there's plenty of shops, plenty of places to eat. It's nothing for you to see someone that you may know in the grocery store. It's not unusual for a neighbor once you move into the neighborhood to bring cookies over to introduce themselves to you and welcome you to the neighborhood. Gig Harbor has plenty of churches. It has plenty of fitness gyms, gardening, mom's club, just to name a few. What else? Gig Harbor is a great place to raise a family. Gig Harbor has some of the best schools in the state, which says a lot. There's lots of friendly, kid-friendly parks, playgrounds for kids. For the older kids, you have the bowling alley or arcade. The crime rate in Gig Harbor is almost very, very low. It's 42% lower than the national average, which says a lot. And they have like a running joke here in Gig Harbor, like, did we lock our doors? Because the crime is like almost non-existent. So Gig Harbor, like I said, is a great place to raise a family. The crime rate is very minimal. We have plenty of beaches here in Gig Harbor to relax, and there's to soak up some of the sun. And so I'm gonna just name just a few, just so I will make sure that I get like the major beaches here. So we have Chuck State Park. We have Surprise Beach Park. We have Bella Beach. And then we have the Narrows Park, which is one of the favorite beaches here in Gig Harbor. If you like kayaking or boating or paddleboarding, Gig Harbor is the perfect place for you. Just beaches everywhere. So it's a perfect place. The traffic in Gig Harbor is very little, like it doesn't take any time to get from one place to the next. Gig Harbor is way better than, the traffic in Gig Harbor is much better than like Seattle or Bellevue, where Seattle, Bellevue, it may take you 40 minutes just to go 3 miles, then another 20 minutes to park. So parking, plenty of parking in Gig Harbor, just plenty of parking here in Gig Harbor, things to do, like I said. Also, there's different types of restaurants here in Gig Harbor. It is known like for its seafood. And so we have, I'm gonna read it off to you. We have Ty's Tavern, which is located right on the docks in Gig Harbor, and they specialize in seafood like fish and chips, which is really good because I've had it. Very, very good. Then we have like more upscale restaurants like Bricks, or you have Anthony's or the Greenhouse, which is still very good too. And then if you're a foodie and you want to try other different restaurants, then Tacoma is like a 15-minute drive from Gig Harbor. So, if you want to go more restaurants, have more of a variety, then like I said, Tacoma is about 15 minutes away. There are lots and lots of beachfront homes in Gig Harbor, and the unique thing is a lot of the beachfront homes, they have their own boats parked like in front of the home, which is pretty neat. It's very beautiful here in Gig Harbor, very green, very clean, very safe. Now, that's enough for the pros. So the cons of living in Gig Harbor is, one of the cons is, if you live in Gig Harbor and you work in Seattle or Bellevue, it can take up to 1 to 2 hours depending on the day, the time, and the weather. So if you're working there and you live in Gig Harbor, it can be kind of like a challenge. But if you commute like maybe a couple of days a week, then it is doable. You know, it's just if you work every day and you have to drive 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours there and 1 to 2 hours back, that would make it challenging. Gig Harbor, one of the cons is a lack of nightlife, because after 9 it gets pretty quiet. But if you are a night owl and you want things to do, Tacoma is a 15-minute drive away that has plenty of nightlife. So if you're one of those people, then you still have you still have the best of both worlds. Another con is really rainy, but that is how it is in the Pacific Northwest. Another con is the average home price in Gig Harbor is about $757,000. The average condo is about $550,000. But the homes here in Gig Harbor, most of them have a good sized front yard and a good sized backyard. And the last con I would say is the toll here in Gig Harbor. To get in and go in and out of Gig Harbor, you have to go through the toll. So the people that live here in Gig Harbor, we have the passes, which you pay for monthly. You pay for it monthly for the passes, or if you don't want to pay for it, then each time you go through the toll, you're going to spend maybe $5.25 each time you go through. So that is like one of the downsides of living in Gig Harbor. But other than that, it's way more pros than cons. And again, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, so that we can help you make the smooth move to Seattle, Washington. Talk to you soon.